Like an action star straight out of a Hollywood movie, I dove out of the way. Welcome back to the Jack Sparrow channel. I am, of course, your host, Jack. And today, I want to rag on something that it brings me simultaneous joy and anger and sadness and despair. And that is, of course, the cult of the masks. Bum, 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 bum. So there I were, leaving the store with a lovely ribeye steak. It was a delicious steak, by the way. I washed it down with a super bach. It was a good steak. But anyway, I was minding my own business, walking across the parking lot. When what should happen? But a car threw itself into reverse and almost backed over me. Like an action star straight out of a Hollywood movie, I dove out of the way. Yeah, that actually happened. Got out of the way. The nitwit driving the freaking car. Now, you're gonna love this part. The car, electric. It was a Chevy Spark. The guy wearing a face diaper in his car with all the windows up. So he almost backs over me, and I'm looking at him. I'm like, look behind you before you back out, please, sir. And he's glaring at me, and I think he was glaring at me because I wasn't wearing a face diaper. Anybody ever seen the South Park episode? You seen the South Park episode with Smug? And everybody's smelling their own farts, and they got everybody's driving like the hybrids and stuff like that. Good for you. Oh, it was great. That's basically that's what our life has really devolved into in this year of 2021. Because before it was just the hybrids and electric cars. People would get these things. Naturally, none of them ever tint their windows, especially when they get the little poo box turdmobiles like the Chevy Spark or something, because he couldn't spring. This guy couldn't spring for the i3, right? Which is already overpriced too, but he couldn't spring for the i3, so he got the Chevy Spark. And then they blow all their money. It's either they blow all their money on the electric car, the overpriced electric car, and they can't afford to get tints, or they don't want to get the tints because they want everybody to see how virtuous they are driving that electric car. They are saving the environment. They're better than you. They're saving the environment, even though they're kicking that can down the road and making the coal plant work that much harder. But whatever, didn't happen. Didn't happen. So now what we have in addition on top of this level is that we have the cult of the maskers, right? This guy's sitting in his car wearing a mask with no tinted windows, an electric car. He wants everybody to know that, damn it, he's saving the environment and he's saving your grandma. Woo! He's on top of things. He's got it. He's better than you. He's virtuous. He is a good person. He's doing the right thing. Ooh, it's if only I could be that virtuous. Of course, my working theory is that because, his windows were up, the smog was so heavy in his car, he was smelling his own farts, he has mask on, there was virtually no oxygen to speak of in the cab of his car. So his brain and his eyes weren't functioning properly. And he didn't think to look behind him, and he didn't use his eyes to look behind him. Because that's what it's all about now. It's about virtue signaling. You don't take any, there's no consideration to thinking for yourself or using any common sense. or stepping through logically in any situation. You have to wait until some expert, finger quotes, expert, tells you what to do. Like we mentioned in a previous rant here, is that experts have been wrong in the past. So why, that's why it's important to that's why it's really important to think for yourself and choose a path that is right for you. Individual choice is being attacked. Individual liberty is being attacked. The whole point of individual choice is that, yes, you may make the wrong choice from time to time, but that's just a part of life. Everybody should be free to think for themselves. Now, stepping through logically, going through this logic, if masks don't protect the wearer, right? If they're not meant to protect the wearer, but they're meant to protect other people, then if you are sitting in a car by yourself, alone, no other passengers, with the windows all up, what good does a mask do? In that case, what good does gloves do? Or a face shield? I mean, I'm just asking questions here. I am not casting doubt on I'm not casting doubt on the experts. I'm just asking questions, because that's I just like to ask questions, because questions are good to be asking. And I just would like to know, if I'm sitting in my car by myself with no passengers, with my windows up, who is protected by me wearing a mask in that situation? Who's protected? Because it doesn't help me. If I'm wearing the same gloves that I wore at the supermarket and now I'm wearing them in my car, aren't I just contaminating myself? If there's nobody in my car to sneeze on me, on my face, then why did I wear a face shield? No face talkers to spit on me, spit on my face while I'm talking. I don't get it. I'm just asking questions. I would like to know. But really, I mean, it's not, people are more willing to shut their brain off, shut their common sense and their logical reasoning abilities off. No critical thinking. Remember, that's not allowed anymore. Critical thinking, don't think you're, no. People more willing to do that than they are to, they'd rather be they'd rather be virtue signaling, showing everybody how moral they are. They're protecting the environment. They're protecting your grandma, and they want you to know it. So I don't know. I wanted a banana peel or something, so I could throw a banana peel at that guy's car or something like that, Of course, being such a little small clown car, it probably would have been like a cartoon. I would have thrown the banana peel right in front of his wheel or something, and his car would have spun out like that. It's like a smart car, right? Or a Geo Metro with an electric motor rather. I don't know. Anyway, so what do you think? What do you think about the smug? What do you think about the total virtue signaling by people wearing, da-dun-da-das on their face? With the in their car. My gosh, I know. You know what? I have to laugh about it, because if I don't laugh, I'll either cry or just throw a temper tantrum and break something. I don't know. It's oh gosh. Oh, I just. It's 2021 sucks almost. It's worse than 2020. Let's be honest, because the beer bug's still here. Biden's worse than Trump, and I think people are starting to see that. Even people who voted for him are starting to see that. Gas prices are going up precipitously, dude. It's ridiculous. It's going to get worse. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below. And don't forget to like the video. And if you haven't already, and you'd like to hear more, hit the subscribe button. Coming out with new stuff. Anyway, I'm done. I'm going. Save yourselves.